Congratulations! You have decided to join an elite set of professionals, chiropractors and veterinarians who have decided to go one step further and get a professional education on how to adjust animals. So veterinarians, you're going to be one of the few that's adding animal chiropractic to your program. Chiropractors, you're going to be one of the few that actually knows the differences between the human spine and the animal spine. Congratulations once again. But which is the best program for you? In order to see that, let's ask a few questions first. What would you like in your animal chiropractic program? Do you want rigid scheduling or flexibility? If you're a self-starter, then flexibility. If you have trouble motivating yourself, getting going without deadlines, then probably rigid scheduling is better. Do you like a large group classroom environment where you can hide and not be seen or not be heard? Or do you prefer small group settings? Do you want the ability to listen to the lecture material one time? Or would you like to have repeated access to it for 2 years or longer? Um, those are some of the first three questions. So think about those a little bit. You know, which one works best for you? Take some notes, write some things down. Do you want to have access to your instructors after you graduate? Or would you prefer to just be done when you're done? Do you want to perfect your technique in class? Or would you rather have to work on that on your own? Would you like to be able to make money right away using some of the things that you learn in class, in your animal chiropractic class? Or would you prefer to finish your studies before you can begin to use your knowledge? AVCA certification. This is the gold standard for animal chiropractic in the United States and the world. It is the only true third-party certification program in the U.S. at this time, and it offers no reciprocation with any other organization. Requires CE to get it, and when we've talked to vet boards and the Federation of Chiropractic Licensing Boards, they really like the AVCA certification, and if and when some of the laws change, they might include certain certifications, and AVCA is for sure going to be included in that. The IVCA International Veterinary Chiropractic Certification is based in Germany, and they can be difficult to contact. The IVCA will accept AVCA certified doctors as members, but there again, remember that the AVCA has members all over the world, and they don't seem to have any problem practicing anywhere. Oklahoma requires AVCA certification, and a couple other states. So there are currently 4 programs in the United States that are approved to have graduates take the AVCA exam. There's a couple in Canada, and a couple from Europe can come over and take the AVCA exam. The programs are ACES, Animal Chiropractic Education Source, Healing Oasis Wellness Center, Option for Animals, and Parker Chiropractic College, their animal program. All these programs are at least 210 hours long, and include exit exams and laboratories, and all instructors must be AVCA certified and have a current veterinary or chiropractic license in the state that they practice in. Options for Animals is the oldest school around. A lot of graduates out there. You hear a lot of people say go to Options because that's where I went. For a lot of us, it was the only program available. Options is where I graduated. It was founded by Sharon Willoughby at DVM DC, and now it's run by DVMs or DCs, and has some DVM instructors. It's 5 modules long. Each module is 5 days long, Wednesday through Sunday. You can either take one module per month for 5 months, which is offered twice per year, or you can take an accelerated program, which is one module per week for 5 weeks, have a couple days off, and I've heard you can go get extra um, animal time during your couple days off if you take the accelerated program. There's an extra cost for that. Large classroom type settings. A lot of people take it at the same time, and required books for outside reading.
Hi there, I'm Dr. Amy Hayek, and I attended the Healing Oasis in 2002. It was a small group, there were about 15 students, and it was 5 days every month for 5 months. We felt like we all lived at the Healing Oasis, or at least in the funky little hotel down the road. I do remember that the hotels were a little funky at the time. Anyway, the most enjoyable thing about it was that it opened my eyes to what chiropractic was, and I learned a lot about neurology and how it really does work in the body. That I thought was huge in terms of moving me forward in my career, so much so that Dr. O and I opened our own school so that we could offer animal chiropractic to yet more doctors out there. The Probably the most stressful thing about the Healing Oasis was that it was 5 days, 5 months in a row. So that was a lot of time away from my solo equine practitioner mobile practice. And I had to give up my emergency for those times to a nearby veterinarian who agreed to take my emergencies. And there was a little bit of tension between some of his employees and I because of that. And so that in and of itself made the school experience a little bit stressful because I had to be away from my practice for more time than I probably really wanted to be.
Parker University Animal Chiropractic Program. It was written by Dr. Ormston, me, in 2003 at DVM. Got to work at a chiropractic college, large classroom settings. We wouldn't have class if there was less than 20 people there, and we preferred to have at least 40. 6 modules long. Each module is now currently 3 days long, Friday through Sunday, and there's an online portion that must be completed the week before the module. Average about 9 hours of online before each module, so about 18 hours total of online. Offered once a year, so if you miss it, you have to wait and take it the next year. Animal Chiropractic Education Source, or ACES, was founded by Dr. Amy Hayek, DVM, and myself, Dr. Bill Ormston, in 2012. Small group settings. Module 1 is limited to 10 students. Module 2 and 3 are limited to 20 students. We feel Module 1 very important to have 10 students. Chiropractors don't know how to work with animals, so we need to give them their safety. We need to let them get some animal experience. Veterinarians have never adjusted anything before. They don't know how to thrust. They need to work on their technique. We spend a lot of times with hands-on in our modules. We have 3 modules, only 3 modules. Each module has an online portion and a hands-on portion. The hands-on portion is 4 days long, through Thursday through Sunday, and each module is offered at least 6 times a year, and module 1 is offered 12 times a year. Our tuition includes all course materials, including an adjusting bale, canine spine, and a speeder board, which allows you to practice stabilizing and perfecting your thrust. And you should be able to start adjusting immediately after Module 1. Dr. Amy and Dr. O, well, first off, Dr. O, as you've seen, is the only one um, that has developed two animal chiropractic programs anywhere. Um, they are different. I worked in a bureaucracy for from 2002 to 2012, which is pretty good for a independent um, businessman like a veterinarian or a chiropractor. So I'm sure most of you can understand that. We parted ways on friendly terms, and Dr. Amy and I started the ACES program. We have a television show promoting animal chiropractic, one on horses, and we had some episodes on dogs. We lecture nationally and internationally on animal chiropractic, both at chiropractic meetings and veterinary meetings. We're the only continuous sponsor of the ABCA annual convention since 2001, and we have lectured more hours at the annual convention than any other two lecturers combined. So we do a lot of speaking on animal chiropractic. So hours in the program. Option, like I said earlier, every program has a minimum of 210 hours. Options has 210. Healing Oasis Wellness Center 226. Parker 210. And ACES has 240. How many total days will you be away from your practice? Which may be a good thing or maybe a not a good thing. But option for animals, you're going to spend 25 days away from your practice. There's no online. Healing Oasis Wellness Center, there's 25 days away from your practice, no online. Parker Chiropractic College, 18 days away from your practice, 9 hours of online per module. And ACES is 12 days away from your practice and 43 hours of online per module. So we put a lot of our lectures online and allow you to take them at home at your convenience. You can take all day to do one lecture, or you can sit down and do one in the morning, one at night. We've had some people do 43 hours in a week. So it's entirely up to you how many days it takes you to do your online part, but you do that at home in the convenience of your schedule. What are some of the benefits of ACEs that we think are benefits, and you may think they're not benefits? So, because definitely our program's not for everybody. Show Me Chiropractic. We don't just teach you plain animal chiropractic. It's Show Me Chiropractic, which allows you to use the tools after Module 1 to go home and start helping animals and charging clients. Historically, we have the highest scores on the ABCA examination since 2012. The staff is available for questions while you're doing the online portion via text, email, or phone. We answer our phone as long as we're not helping other students or with a client, but we do call you right back. We have doctor's rounds twice a month, which are when you can help. We present cases, but also students and other doctors can present cases. We share computer screens versus Zoom meeting, so we can look at video gate, we can look at x-rays, we can look at still pictures, whatever you would like to look at, us to look at and answer your questions on. So doctor's rounds is a great thing. You have access to doctor's rounds free all the way through the program, that as long as you're enrolled, and for 4 months afterwards, and then there's a small monthly fee after that. I think it's like $20. We have a monthly motivational phone call. Sometimes we have guest speakers, but basically this is to let you know that you're not the only one out there doing animal chiropractic, because sometimes when you bring a new tool home to your area, to your clinic, it seems like you're the lone wolf. We have a lot of client education material available, brochures, booklets, social media stuff, posters. We probably have developed more animal chiropractic education um, than any other program in the country. And we do a lot of current research because here at the ranch, everything on the ranch is adjusted except for the control animals, which we can't adjust. And that's probably the hardest thing in my life, is not being able to adjust the controls. Um, so we have chiropractically adjusted chickens, we have chiropractically adjusted turkeys. All of our horses that we use for class came here to be put to sleep. We've treated them, and instead of putting them to sleep, they teach you. They're all doing great, and are living a very, very full life. So that's the other thing, is that we have the ranch, so you have a choice of where you want to stay. We have a hotel 3.8 miles down the road. We have bedrooms at the ranch. If you stay at the ranch, you get gluten-free, sugar-free dining. It's entirely up to you. It's not mandatory that you stay here. I can just tell you that there's a student lounge, and we also have some pretty um, good philosophy discussions and some in-depth things on um, class. So more questions than we can answer in class happens at mealtime and late at night. So don't take it from us. I know it seems like this is kind of biased, but we are the only school in the country that has been part of all the schools in the country. So we'd be glad to talk to you, but listen to what our students say. In the 24 months since class started, I have paid for it over 5 times. He did that by tracking his income. That's AJ Lewis, DVM, boarded equine surgeon from Louisiana. We had a chiropractor say, I made $10,000 one month, even with the veterinary referral requirement. That's Dr. Hoffmeister, a DC from Florida. Just wanted to send you guys a thank you. Chiropractic practice has changed my life, the quality of my life, and my practice have improved substantially. And my income has increased 3-fold by adding this to my practice and expanding my knowledge base, as well as my approach to veterinary medicine as a whole. Love you. Thank you. All right. This is from a bovine veterinarian in New York. Bill, it was a great experience to be with you and Dr. Amy. Your passion, knowledge, and skills are the best. The environment you created is top-notch. Think big, act big, be big. You're doing it. Great philosophy. You two are my brother and sister in the trenches. We are chiropractic warriors, changing the world one atlas at a time. Going to place order for chickens this week so he can raise his own chickens. We'll let you know when he wants to start Module 2. Have a great day, Dr. Jeff. Jeff is up in Indiana. So, some students. We have some YouTube videos. If you'd like to talk to some students, give us a call. We'll give you a list. They'll be glad to talk to you about what they found with our program. So the ultimate question is, which program is best for you? Anyway, good luck. Hope we meet you. If we don't meet you as an ACES student, perhaps we'll meet you at an ABCA convention in the future. Have a great day. Thank you.